Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
I want him to never see the light of day again. You know, he deserves to pay for every single thing he did. Every single minute he spends in that place is worth it.
A family is now demanding justice after learning 19-year-old Destiny Avery was murdered and dismembered at a Moorhead apartment earlier this month. 27-year-old Ethan Broad is currently behind bars, now officially charged with second-degree murder in the death of Avery. Court documents say Broad admitted to police he killed Avery, dismembered her in his garage, and threw her body in the dumpster. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley talked with Avery's mother and sister today, who say this is their worst nightmare.
While Destiny Avery's family says they're glad they finally know what happened to her, the gruesome details are hard to stomach.
She was just so caring and so giving and so lovable. That's why I don't understand why he did what he did. I keep telling everybody I feel like my life is like an episode of Criminal Minds, like legitimately. Like you see it on TV and you're like, yeah, that doesn't happen.
Considered a great friend to Destiny, her family says it's difficult to understand why 27-year-old Ethan Broad committed such horrific acts.
It's hard because we don't have answers and we probably won't have the answers that we're looking for.
But that's not the focus anymore.
I just don't want to picture her like that. I don't want that to be my last memory of my daughter.
And Doreen says that's not how she wants those in the community to think of her daughter either, saying Destiny was much more than just a murder victim.
She always made sure that you had a smile on your face no matter what. She was always a fighter. She was so caring. She was selfless, to say the least. She would put everybody and anything before herself.
Adding, while they know it will be tough, they pray officers are able to recover Destiny's body this week.
We want her, you know, even if it's a piece of her. We just want to bring her back. We want to put her to rest where she was at home.
Both say Destiny's favorite color was a big toss-up between green or yellow, asking you whether you knew her or not to don one of these colors this week in honor and remembrance of a 19-year-old taken far too soon. In Moorhead, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
Moorhead police say they cannot make any comments on the case as it's still an active investigation. Destiny is originally from Colorado, where her family is still located. A GoFundMe account has been set up for the Averys to help with travel and funeral costs. If you'd like to donate, we have a link on our VNL News app. An update now on COVID-19 numbers in the state. North Dakota is reporting 3 new deaths, bringing the total to 13. There are now 627 positive cases in the state. 17 people are currently in the hospital. And now the specifics about that outbreak at LM Wind Power in Grand Forks. 426 tests were performed last Thursday. 99 came back positive, 323 were negative, and 4 couldn't be run. There were also 29 positive tests from outside the testing event at the plant, bringing the total number of positive cases linked to the LM Wind Power event to 128. OSHA has confirmed to Valley News Live today that it's looking into the wind power issue to determine if standards and regulations were violated. And in Minnesota, 9 new deaths from the virus. That brings the death toll to 143. There are 114 new cases for a total of 2,470 positive cases. Clay County now has 62 cases, and most other neighboring counties have from 9 to just 1 case. Some North Dakotans are fed up with businesses being closed to reduce the spread of COVID-19, and they say it's time to reopen the economy. Emmeline Ivy was there when they voiced their opinions during a peaceful protest at the state capitol in Bismarck.
Just that total shutdown.
A protest created from a Facebook page hosted by Health Freedom North Dakota brought out a large crowd of North Dakotans to the state capitol with a single message.
We need our businesses opened up. We need to get back to work. We have kids to feed. We can't wait for checks to come to us.
The demonstration was created to, quote, show Governor Doug Burgum and the nation that North Dakotans want to get back to work. This after Governor Burgum cautioned residents that the worst impacts of COVID-19 are still to come.
We are not far enough down that track to safely lift business closures at this time. As you saw from the numbers today, the numbers continue to climb, and the peak for North Dakota is likely still ahead. ahead.
Despite the governor's position, signs, megaphones, and flags lined state capitol grounds.
Get back to work.
Many voicing opinions that closures aren't necessary.
It's too much of a hardship to be completely closed down. We're not New York City, we're not California, we don't have a huge population, and even at the worst, should happen in North Dakota, we would not be overflowing with patients in our hospitals.
Yet, local healthcare providers warn the opposite.
If people don't social distance and you have a very rapid rise and spike in cases, the healthcare system will have difficulty accommodating them.
The State Office of Management and Budget, which is the agency in charge of distributing organized protest licenses, says protest organizers placed their request late. OMB says it wouldn't have been approved even if it was sent on time because all presentations have been shut down on Capitol grounds. However, Highway Patrol says they monitored the protest and allowed it to proceed.
Early on, Governor Doug Burgum said he would reconsider opening businesses on April 20th, but then extended the closures until April 30th. The Grand Forks Police Department is looking for the owner of a dog who bit a man's neck this afternoon. Police took a call around 1 p.m. from a man who said the dog ran up to him on the 900 block of 12th Street South and bit him in the neck area. The dog is described as large, brown, and tan with shorter hair, similar to a pit bull or boxer. They don't know if the dog was wearing a collar. Police need to confirm the animal's rabies vaccination and speak to a man who helped the victim. You can contact Grand Forks Police if you have any information on the incident. Drivers in West Fargo may be facing a delay in the coming days. Crews are closing lanes on Cheyenne Street starting tomorrow morning. Lanes from Beaton Avenue to 32nd Avenue will see intermittent lane closures starting tomorrow at 8 a.m. Crews are finishing road work there. Traffic will be shifted to the open lanes while the work is being done. This project is expected to last until Thursday, which would be the 23rd. Minnesotans who receive unemployment benefits but don't have a bank account will get a state-issued debit card. But one man says he can't access those funds. Aaron Baldwin says he hasn't been able to purchase anything on his U.S. Bank Relia card since last Tuesday. We called the number on the back of the Relia card and we got a busy tone until our fourth try. Baldwin says he's been on hold for up to 5 hours at times and then the call drops. Minnesota's unemployment agency says Baldwin should call U.S. Bank and not the state.
It has to be transferred to another U.S. bank card. I can't transfer it to my American Express card or my Walmart Green Dot card.
We reached out to U.S. Bank, and in a statement, they apologize for any inconvenience, and they're working to add more staff to their call centers in order to help cardholders as quickly as possible. Oil prices plunged into negative territory today as the global pandemic keeps people at home and destroys demand for transportation fuel. The price of U.S. benchmark crude to be delivered in May fell below zero, a historic low as storage capacity reaches its limit. That means sellers are paying buyers to take the commodity off their hands. Because of the coronavirus and efforts to limit its spread, major cities around the world have been on lockdown. There are fewer flights and millions of people are working from home, leading to far fewer commuters on the road. This semester has been full of adjustments for students and teachers, including those training to be teachers. Junior physical education majors at NDSU have had to take their student teaching sessions online. The students were in the middle of a program where homeschool students come to the NDSU campus once a week for gym class. To help adjust, Bailey Gartner has had her cousins help her test out different activities before she assigns them to her students.
You have to kind of change up your equipment because they don't have everything that we would have in our gym. So they've got to use stuff at home. Like if we're doing muscular endurance, give them like soup cans or something so that they can have a little something to lift.
And this evening, 3 Fargo Public Schools took part in a national movement to help spread a sign of hope. This is what it looked like at Fargo South High School at 9 this evening, where the stadium lights were shining brightly and stayed on until 9:20. The same thing was happening at Fargo Davies and Fargo North High Schools.
Our plan is to continue to do it on the 20th of each month until we're back doing activities and regular school events. And our hope is that people will recognize it, as I said, as a sign of hope for the future of when this will be over and we'll be back to some sense of normalcy.
Again, the schools will do this for 20 minutes on the 20th day of each month until school returns in honor of the class of 2020.